What's the game plan? I haven't. You've done
We'll figure it out as we go. I have a story. You have a story.
That's it.
Yeah, and then we'll bullshit the rest. We're more prepared for this one, huh?
Is Dylan home yet?
No.
Is he gonna make it home?
He said, "I gotta go home. I gotta unpack. I gotta feed the baby."
15 minutes, we can do it. What's this?
That's for the lights. Ooh. We haven't even
have some fun with this.
We haven't even introduced the podcast yet.
No, but we're recording, right?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
So Hi podcast.
All right, week 11. Hi podcast. What the fuck was that?
Welcome back to another episode of Unhinged.
Yeah, this is week 11. I am Casey Pryor, and this is.
I'm LJ. You know what I'm looking for? I'm looking for those drinks.
Oh, they're over
I'm
here.
I'm parched.
You're parched.
I'm parched.
Which one do you want?
Just surprise me.
Surprise. I don't even know what the flavors are, so this is how surprised.
Oh, he got me. Look,
I got straight signature lemonade.
That's a good one. I tried that one. Simply Spiked. Not a sponsor, but if y'all want to sponsor us.
I haven't tried them yet.
The original I have tried, and that joint was good.
I've had Simply Lemonade.
Yeah, but no, this is spiked. Like prom. Irish crickets. I like it. Ooh. That's nice.
That's good.
You want to try this one?
Sure. What you got?
Strawberry.
Strawberry. This is you had this.
I've had this one. I don't need to drink any more of it.
Ooh. That one.
No, hold on. Casey's about to stop at Publix real quick on the way home.
That was good. That doesn't. The dangerous part is like usually the main flavor, like it's something lemonade. So their lemonade flavor, their spiked version is gonna taste fine.
Right.
But most other companies, they go out and they try to make other flavors and they end up tasting like ass. That actually tastes fucking delicious.
Like that, and that's exactly why it's dangerous because you'll be drinking this and forget you're drinking alcohol.
Like if you drink a Mike's Hard, you can taste the alcohol and you know there's alcohol in it. Yeah, it tastes like lemonade. And like the twisted teas and all that, a little bit less, but there's a way less because it's carbonated.
Yep.
And it tastes like lemonade, and there's like no alcohol flavor.
No, these things are good. There's a blueberry one and a watermelon. I'm a little hesitant on the watermelon.
Are those in here?
Yep.
We might try them.
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it. But wait, let's talk about our TikTok.
Yeah, that what was it? Was it a Twitter thread?
Yeah, shout out to the Dread God.
Yeah, the Dread God was the Twitter thread that we read.
Yeah,
last week.
He wrote the thread. I found it, and I didn't I've never seen his profile before, but I found the thread, and I just thought it was funny, so I said let me read it. But on TikTok, we split it into 4 parts.
Yeah.
Leave on a cliffhanger, little anticipation, but y'all on TikTok went crazy asking for part 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah, part 2 was literally like 20 minutes after part 1. There was a couple hundred comments about part 2, and then and it dies out because everyone sees the first one. Some people see part 3 randomly on their For You page, and it's just like, well, I'm in the middle of the story. Sometimes they decide to go back and see it.
Yeah, and a lot of people were commenting, like somebody said, I'm commenting just so the algorithm.
Just so it comes back out on their page.
But my favorite comment was, I think it was on the 3rd video. It said, "I'm gonna need that part 4, or I'm gonna do you like
I saw that one.
Old girl did Miss Bennett."
Like old girl did Miss Bennett.
But no, the Dread God reached out. He commented every one of the videos. He showed love, and then I looked at his page, and he's got a big following. He seems like a good dude, and he's here in Orlando.
Okay.
So 2 hours away from us. So I extended the invitation. He said, "I'm gonna slide out y'all's way one day."
Hell yeah.
So
get that thing linked up for sure. That'd be fun.
He said on the next podcast,
he's got to tell the story himself.
No, but that's his thing. That's what he does. He does stories on TikTok,
Hell yeah.
Twitter. He has a Patreon for it. So support the Dread God. But he said he sent me some stories, and he's like, read some of these.
Oh yeah, you got some.
He's like, I want y'all to keep going because you read that one exactly how I typed it and heard it in my head. He's like, that was perfect. So that was cool. So thank y'all for the support. That first video is just over 700,000. So hopefully by the time this drops, we'll be at 1 million. That'll be our first 1 million viewed video.
That'd be crazy.
That would be crazy.
Yeah,
that would be awesome.
Yeah.
So you had a story you wanted to tell me.
Yeah. So let's go back. What's today? Friday. A Wednesday evening, my sister comes over. Right.
Which one?
Sasha.
Okay.
So she's coming over she hasn't seen the house yet, so she's coming over to see the house, say hi. We haven't seen her in a couple weeks. Yeah, I know. So Nicolette opens the front door to go out and to meet her at the car. right? Just walks out, go say hi as she's pulling up.
Right.
So they go to come back in. Sasha steps in first, opens the door. Archie and Oliver, the two dogs, German Shepherd and Chihuahua.
Right.
Right. Archie's the big one, German Shepherd. Opens the door. Normally what he does is he does a full sniff test. You know, he sniffs around, and then as we're walking in the door, he kind of takes a step back and stays inside. Door gets closed. We're done.
Right.
I'm in the bedroom. I don't know anything that's going on. Nicolette says, oh, I stepped outside. She comes back in. Archie sniffs, books it. Books it. I'm in the back room. Oliver decides to follow him, right? So there's two dogs in the front yard, no fence, no nothing. They're ready to go. We're in a new neighborhood. We've been there for a little over a month.
Right.
And he just wants to go smell everything.
Yeah.
As soon as he's outside of like his confined space inside the house or the backyard, his listening skills go, which is bad.
Oh, there's too many senses.
There's too many things going on. There's so many stray cats that live on our street, and he sees them.
I think
that's the worst part, is because he knows they're there. So if he sees the freedom opportunity, he's going, and that's what happened.
The first time I went there, I think I saw like 6 different stray cats.
Yeah, they just hang out. The old people in the neighborhood feed them,
right?
So they come back. Like they hang out there. There's no getting rid of them. So anyway, run out the door. I hear screaming. Casey, Archie's out. Blah blah blah. She screams at Archie and Oliver. Oliver gets scared. Turns around, listens listens really well. Runs back in. Archie goes. I put on my shoes. Put on my slides. This is part of the story. Put on my slides. Start walking because I know where he's going after this cat, and he usually chases into this backyard. It's like the third or fourth time he's gotten out. So now he's going down the street, and I go to follow him, and he goes in between these two houses. One house is gated and closed, like 2 houses where the fences meet. Say both neighbors have gated in the backyard. Right. So they have gates on either side of the house, and it's enclosed in the back. So he goes, there's only one gate open. He goes, this house has been being renovated down the street. So the gates are open and stuff. So I chase him into the backyard. I say, Nicolette, there's a gate on the other side. I'm going to make him go to the gate. It's only 3 feet wide. If you stand at the other gate, you'll get him. Okay. She got her car, by the way. She just gets the car, so when we do get him, it's put him in there and take him.
But also in case he just goes.
Yeah, so you can follow him and actually chase him. So she gets out of the car, walks up to the gate. I'm in this person's backyard, working him to the gate, thinking she's at the gate.
Right.
I get close enough to him, and he's a dog, and he's playing. He gets all excited because I'm close, and he does the whole book and take it. Goes for the gate that she's supposed to be standing at. And I don't know what was going through her mind, but she decided that it was a good idea to stand 5 feet back from the gate and try to break down and tackle him, and thought that she could stop a 75-pound German Shepherd going full force, trying to get to wherever the hell he wants to go. Completely missed it, which pissed me off. Because I said, meet me at the gate, we'll trap him, done. No, she missed the gate, he went. She freaks out, goes back to the car, starts chasing him down the street. I go around the car, I start chasing him. We kind of corner him in this lady's front lawn.
Yeah.
She gets close enough, opens the car door while she's driving, pulls up onto the sidewalk, reaches out to grab him. He goes for it. What'd she do? What? Jumps out of the car and grabs him. She got the dog. Car's still in drive. I'm 15 feet behind her. The car's not in the street. The car is angled towards the neighbor's house. Going. I mean, it's just in drive. No one's hitting the gas, but it's crawling 5, 6, 7 miles an hour in the middle of I'm dead center in the middle of their front lawn. No sidewalk anymore. Like, it's just sidewalk, front lawn, house.
Thank God it's not the neighbor with all that stuff in the yard.
Door's closed too, so I take off full sprint, leave my slides right where they were, went and grabbed the door, jumped in and hit the brake with my hand. As I broke, of course, smacked it, almost cracked 2 ribs, have a giant cut on my side. It's all purple and stuff. Thanks. It was a good time, Archie. Yeah, we're getting Cal electric fence. We're getting the electric fence in the front, so if he ever books it again, he's gonna feel it.
The funny thing is, knowing Nick, like, you're telling this story, like, obviously it was stressful, but you're telling it in a funny, comedic way. But knowing Nick, I know it
was not a funny, comedic 20 minutes. Let me tell you that.
Like, she was a wreck.
It was not a good time. It was kind of fun, and it's funny now.
Yeah,
it was 2 days ago. So it's funny now. Yesterday, it still wasn't even really that funny. She got home from work yesterday. Archie runs up and goes to, like, love on her as she walks on the door. She goes, I'm still mad at you, and walks away.
But I know if we were out for drinks and if I said to Nick, tell me the story, she'd be like, oh my God, okay, listen. And she would tell it the same way you just did.
Absolutely.
But in the moment,
she would defend herself more on the gate closing in part. Well, I don't know where her mind was on thinking, and I told her that.
I want to hear her side on that.
And I said, I don't want to make you sound stupid, but I told you to get up to the gate, and you didn't. We still got it. It's all fine.
So you had mentioned,
I just hope he goes for it next time, and that we can really, close in on that plan if he gets out again.
Well, you just got to train it. You just got to let him go. You got to let him go. So it's like a drill.
No, yeah.
You guys can be ready.
Doing it. Not again.
No, so you had talked about leaving the car and drive. And I think I've told you this story.
Probably.
But my old apartment complex, when I lived on the second floor.
Good story. Okay.
When I lived on the second floor, it was probably like, I don't know, 8, 9 o'clock at night. And just, quiet, regular night. Until all of a sudden, we hear... not clapping,
shit! I remember this,
but loud ass noises, right? Like just crashing, and I was like, "Oh my god, what the fuck happened?" And then so I go out
downstairs.
I go down, yeah.
Jesus,
I go downstairs.
This is crazy.
So you know this. Now listen, I went downstairs. I knew it was like a car accident.
Yeah.
But so I went to see if everybody was okay. And now I go out. I walk down my stairs, and I'm looking. I don't see. Like I step out, and I'm looking around. I'm like, I don't. That was loud, but I don't see anything.
It was close enough that it had to be right there.
Right.
Like it was loud enough that it was right there.
There was no cars, no accident, and then I turned around to go back upstairs, and when I turned around, I then realized that a car went through the apartment window.
Below you.
Below us on the other side.
Oh, on the other side. Yeah,
on
that's
the other
right.
side.
That's what it was.
Literally. So, like, what happened, or what the driver claims happened.
Cantaloupe?
Watermelon. So she was.
I was close.
She had just gotten back from Publix, and her groceries were in the back seat, and she claims that she
backseat.
As she was going into park, the watermelon
from
the back seat fell on the floorboard, rolled under her seat, and got wedged on the gas. Which, there's a stopper in a parking spot, but when the watermelon supposedly hit the gas, it sent her over the stopper, leaped in the air, and this car went right through the window. It was like there was no damage to the building itself. There was like on the bottom, but from when the car was still there, it looked like it was just
made
perfectly together, just perfectly right
through
in the window.
That's funny.
And so I knew the people who lived in that apartment, and it was that was a 3-bedroom apartment, and I want to say,
at night, right? Was it during the evening?
Yeah, it was like 8 o'clock at night, 9 maybe.
No one got hurt though, right? I forgot.
So no one got hurt. Now, the guy who lived there that was like our age, he was in the living room playing video games. He got up to go grab a soda from the kitchen, and as soon as he closed the refrigerator door, that's when it happened.
Came through and took out the couch he was sitting on.
Now, that apartment complex was the shittiest place to live. Well, the apartments were nice, but the way they ran it was bad.
Yeah.
So this family, like I said, it was a 3-bedroom apartment. Maybe 7 people lived there. Okay? They needed time to fix up that apartment, and they only had a 2-bedroom available for them to move into, and they said, you guys can move into there just for the time being, and when that apartment is finished, y'all can move back into it. Which, all right, that sounds fine. That's they said it should take us a month, maybe 2, to just kind of repair the window and the wall and all that stuff. So
how long?
They said a month or 2.
2 days.
They said a month
2 days.
2.
Done. Okay. Continue.
Maybe like 2 weeks.
I'm calling the wrong guy if it's a month or 2, or they just they don't give a shit. That's why.
2 weeks later, a moving truck pulled up, and there was another family moving into that 3-bedroom.
No way.
On the bottom floor,
and left them in the 2-bedroom. No way.
Like they tried to sue, but they were they didn't have a lot of money, so they realized that they couldn't sue. So now there was just these 7 or 8 people living in this 2-bedroom apartment.
Jesus.
Like, and that pissed me off.
That's ridiculous.
So I heard this story, and I wanted to.
Sorry. We're before I forget. Guess what I did last week?
There's so many things.
So I got gas.
You got gas.
This is what happened.
Okay.
Let me explain. I ripped the pump. You know how people forget to take the thing out the car?
Oh, God.
I did it. I finally did it. I never thought I would. So I was that guy. There's a quick disconnect at the pump. So anyway, 7-Eleven. I'm on 54. Brand new 7-Eleven. It's the day they open. They're giving out free slushies. So this place is packed.
Yeah.
It's not like, you know what? And I pull in. It's like mid-afternoon. I had an afternoon job that I had to be at. So I just went in. I got a Red Bull and stuff. And then I went out and started pumping it. I needed a receipt for my reimbursement because I was driving to Orlando for a job. And the pump didn't give me a receipt. Went inside, got my receipt, went back out. in doing the receipt, I usually finish the pump, get my receipt, put the pump back, and go.
Right.
Didn't get the receipt, went inside, walked right back up to the car, not thinking, put the car in drive, took off. Ripped it, and the thing whipped and dented the bottom of my bumper because the back end of it has a metal clasp, and it flew. And in that moment, I was like, I have two decisions. I either got to stop, go inside, tell 7-Eleven what I did, figure it out, or I could just go. And I was like, the scared part of me was like, I don't know what to happen. I don't know if I have to pay for something. So I pulled in one of their parking lots, got out, grabbed it, threw it in the back of my truck, pulled back around to the pump that I was just at, got out, put the pump on the ground nicely by the pump, got back in my truck, and went to work. It was connected the next day. I went back the next morning, and it was all fine.
I'm going to clip this and send it to them. You made me think of, you remember we had went to that radio live gig with Mike Calta?
Yeah.
So
down at, what it was called? That the comedy club.
The comedy club at Side Splitters.
Yeah.
Now, Mike Calta, I remember he told the story a while ago. This is probably like early 2000s. He said he was down in Miami just for a couple days to do some type of gig out there, right? So he's in a rental that was paid for by the radio company that he worked for, and he got gas. He got gas, did the same thing that you did, left it in, and he said when he pulled out, he forgot that it was in there, pulled out, and it just yanked the entire gas pump.
No way. Yeah, the older ones. I was so happy that it was a brand new, because they just redid them. This is a regular 7-Eleven. Didn't just open it, just reopened.
Right.
It's been open. It had the old pumps. It's been there for 40 years. I don't know that long, but it's been there for a while. It had the old pumps. It was brand new pumps, so they had the brand new quick disconnect for assholes and idiots like me. That just
and Mike Calta.
Yeah, I completely forgot. I never thought that I would be that guy.
But Mike Calta, he was like,
funny as hell.
He was like, it's a rental. I got insurance. Fuck it.
He just kept going.
He kept going. But he said the insurance that he got through Enterprise or whatever ended up paying for it all, and it wasn't an issue for him. He's like, that's why you always get the insurance.
That's why you always. Except it's double the amount of just the rental car when you get the insurance.
Right.
Not that much, but it's fucking expensive.
So while we're on the topic of cars,
that's what got me going on it, because we were talking about the cars.
That leads me into this though. Mm-hmm. All right. So where is this is going to sound like I'm changing the subject, but I'm not. Where would be not an out of the ordinary place to have sex at, but not your house. That's a weird way to. Not your house. Where would you have sex at?
Hotel.
Okay. Not in a bed.
Car.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, in Missouri, this woman had sex in a car with another man. And this woman ended up coming down with, I want to make sure I get the right disease here. It doesn't say. Okay, so she had sex with another man in his car and got an STD.
Okay.
She sued Geico.
No way. Did she win?
Do you think she won?
No, but she probably did.
Griffin, do you think she won?
She had to win, because you wouldn't be telling
You heard the story? Okay, don't tell me.
You wouldn't be telling the story if she didn't win.
So she won.
Yeah.
What's the settlement? If you had to guess, I'm not saying it's crazy big. It could be $125. If it was anything.
What was the settlement for getting an STD through a car, through the insurance?
Through the car insurance.
$225,000.
$225,000. Yes. No.
Less. More.
$2 million. More.
No way. Jesus.
So,
$5.
$5.2 million.
No way.
Yes.
Jesus, the way people make money these days sometimes. God damn it, give me an STD. I'm just kidding. What? That is crazy.
Listen, I'm going to read the story.
It's like the guy that sued McDonald's for spilling hot coffee on his lap because the cup didn't say hot. He fucking sued him and won millions.
Or like the dude who sued Red Bull because it didn't give him wings.
Because it didn't give him wings, so they changed the spelling of wings in the ad. That's why they changed it, so it's like 3 or 4 eyes. They had to change the spelling because a guy sued him because he physically didn't get wings.
People
and he
are
fucking
smart.
Won.
People are smart.
He won.
How do you win this?
I know. That's insane.
A Missouri woman was awarded $5.2 million in a settlement from insurance company Geico after contracting a sexually transmitted disease from her partner in his vehicle, which was insured by the company. Court's documents show. The Missouri Court of Appeals...
Did homie not have the STD?
Huh?
Did homie not have an STD?
He did have an STD, but he did not inform her of said STD. The woman, a Jackson County resident, said she contracted HPV from her partner According to court documents, on Tuesday, the Missouri Court of Appeals filed an opinion confirming the initial Jackson County Circuit Court arbitration award finding against Geico. In February 2021, the woman, anonymously identified in documents, submitted a petition to Geico directly. She alleged that her sexual partner negligently caused or contributed to cause to be infected with HPV by not taking proper precautions and neglecting to inform and or disclose his diagnosis. Insurance policy provided coverage for her injuries and losses. She made a final settlement offer of $1 million to resolve her claims.
So she settled for $1 million.
I guess.
Yeah.
In April 2021, Geico denied coverage and refused her settlement offer. According to the Missouri Court of Appeals filing, the case was then sent to an arbitrator.
Who is on this court trial that thinks that like they could just be like, yeah, give her it?
The arbitrator determined that there was sexual activity in the insured's automobile that directly caused or directly contributed to cause the woman to be infected with HPV, despite her former partner's knowledge of his positive HPV diagnosis. The arbitrator subsequently submitted that $5.2 million would fairly compensate the woman for damages and injuries. Geico then appealed the Jackson County Circuit Court confirmation of the arbitration award, asserting that the court didn't give Geico a meaningful opportunity to defend its interests, the filing stated. The three-judge panel responsible for reviewing the appeal confirmed the Circuit Court's settlement decision of $5.2 million, despite Geico's appeal efforts, according to Tuesday's
So she did get 5.
filing. She got 5.2.
So she was going to settle, and then...
She was going to settle
for $1 million or $100, no, for $1 million, and they said no, we're not giving you anything.
Yes.
So it ended up being 5.2.
Because they're like, how?
Literally how?
That's amazing.
That's crazy.
That's amazing. That's terrible. So now you guys have some pointers.
Yeah.
On how to.
If you have something, find the one you love, and go make some money.
So we were supposed to have a guest on today's episode.
You think he's home?
I think he's home.
Do you think he's too busy?
He was running late. Well, he said he had to feed his child.
Give him a call.
All right. He answered last time.
He did for 8 seconds.
Is he going to answer?
He might, but he might not be able to stay on.
Dylan. Want to leave him a voicemail?
Do it.
7 2.
No. We don't need. We should let all of TikTok just call him.
That'd be fun.
Oh, look, he's calling.
Hit him up.
Hello, you beautiful man.
Oh, what's going on, Big Sexy?
What's up, DB?
Oh, shit, it's KC Shazay.
It is KC Shazay. K-Sizzle. What is up?
I like that.
What's up, brother?
Honestly, right now I'm putting shrimp and a crayfish in my aquarium.
Hell yeah, you are.
So you're too
for
busy
feeding or for...
No, hold on. Dylan, here's the thing. You're too busy with the thing that could kill me to hop on a Zoom call with me.
You tell me you got a shellfish allergy?
No,
does.
just
He has
a
a shrimp allergy.
Y'all motherfuckers are supposed to be my two best friends.
I didn't know that. He told that, last week, 2
week.
weeks ago? I had no clue he was allergic to shrimp.
We gotta put some in his food one day, man.
You dick.
I mean, if you live, you can't be that allergic.
Yeah, you've eaten shrimp, and you didn't even know you were eating shrimp. You were fine.
Well, I wasn't.
We could have some fun with it.
It wasn't.
It's popcorn chicken, I promise.
He got, what was it, coconut? Was it the coconut chicken?
I don't remember. It was like some sort of
He was at his buffet
fried.
and got mixed.
It was fried shrimp, but the sign said fried chicken.
And he ate like 12 pieces.
My throat started closing. All right, Dylan.
All right.
We'll let you get back to feeding your fish.
No, that's not what I was saying.
You had a question?
I was gonna say, Casey, that's not right.
You sounded busy. I was trying to be a respectful man.
I don't give a fuck if he's busy. He was
right.
he was supposed
What
to be
you
on the
got for
podcast. I want you to tell us a story, any story, whatever story you want, that involves the three of us.
Spot.
Your bachelor party, Hudson Beach.
Oh no, we don't need that getting out.
Yeah, we do. Let's.
That
go.
is hilarious. That was a funny story. Go ahead, Dylan.
I mean, okay. Well, you crashed your car that night too.
I did not crash my car.
Yeah,
we told that story. Didn't
let's
we?
settle
talked
this.
about
We
that.
did talk a little bit about it.
We talked
but
about
Casey,
it. Or like,
Casey definitely messed up the story.
No, it didn't. Oh, I probably did.
Casey's
I always
version,
mess up the
and then
story.
Me and LJ can interject.
Yeah, Casey had said.
It was also how long ago? I don't remember
it's like 7 years
detail.
Ago. But no, so you had said that we got hit, and then you wanted to run. That didn't happen.
No, I didn't say that, did I?
Wasn't it some? And excuse me, but wasn't it some like
Asian? It was an elderly Asian woman.
Yeah.
That hit us, or no, that we hit because she dead stopped. She pulled off to the side of the road and cut us off.
Did she not hit us on the back left?
No, we hit her.
Oh.
We ended up hitting her because she cut us off because the left lane was stopped, and instead of stopping or slowing down, she cut over and did not give me enough time to brake between us and the car in front, and I ended up hitting her, and then she took off.
It was the front left because I remember when we got to Lucky Dale
because the door wouldn't open. Because my driver the door wouldn't open. The door wouldn't open anymore. We crawled in and out of the window for the rest of the night. That was great.
What'd you say, Dylan?
Were you and Casey both in Casey's car? I mean, obviously Casey was, but were you riding with him?
Yeah, it was me, you, and Ryan.
Was there.
Was it just Ryan? I think it was me and you in the front and Ryan in the back.
You and Jared were together?
Me and Jared?
Yeah. You were in the car with us, weren't you?
I was not in the car with him. I was driving my own vehicle.
Oh.
I think. I don't even know what car it was at that time. What year did you get married?
14.
14.
I do feel the need to always say I'm divorced now.
I might have had that blue Chevy truck. I don't know. I don't think I had the Honda Civic by then. I honestly don't remember.
You know, there was one story that we almost told, but we didn't want to tell without you, and that's Hudson Beach.
The one I just referenced about the pavilion.
Yes.
Yeah, the pavilion at Hudson Beach.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, that's where that night all culminated to, did it not?
Yeah, that's where the night ended at like 3:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Just to backtrack a little bit before that, Casey, didn't you and Ryan both throw up after the cigar lounge?
Yeah, because they're bitches. And they they both blamed the food that we ate, but it's just because they couldn't handle cigars.
I was underage.
You were 17.
I was 17 at the time, and I smoked 3 cigars.
You smoked one.
I smoked at least 2 or 3 cigars that night.
No, because we all had the first time. And then Scala asked us if we wanted another one, and he recommended if you'd never smoked cigars before to probably.
Oh, and we both said yes. That's what it was. Correct. We both said yes, and then 30 minutes later we were outside.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
Good times. You have a good memory. Thank you.
Yeah, surprisingly.
Surprisingly.
Maybe it's just the long term that sticks around. The short term might be off by the wayside, you know?
All right, so the pavilion.
So the pavilion, yeah. After that, Lucky Dill, and then the cigar lounge. And did we go back to your house first, I think?
No, we went bowling.
Did we?
Oh, yeah.
Did we really?
I don't know why.
I don't remember that.
I think we went to that billiards lounge, but we couldn't get in because not everyone was 18.
That's true. That was funny.
Just Casey.
Yeah, well, it's your fault for making your best man 17. Making a 17-year-old your best man.
Yeah, I had just turned 18, so it's not like I was 37.
We didn't have much on the list of things to do that we could do.
But
Go ahead,
so
Dylan.
we end up at Hudson Beach. There's just the 3 of us at that point, was it not?
Ryan was there.
Ryan came, yeah.
Well, that sucks. That's another story. But anyway, yeah, so we ended up at Hudson Beach, and we were up in that pavilion, were we not? And I don't know how we came up with the idea.
It was Casey's idea.
It was definitely my idea.
Were we going to take it?
No, we just wanted to...
No, not we, you.
I don't even remember what my line of thought was, but they had a giant, probably more than 250 pounds.
Yeah,
it was a concrete,
was it not?
Yeah, and it was like 2 foot tall. It was for cigarettes. It was just a cigarette butt, but it was
Correct.
solid concrete so that you could not move it. And it was on the 20 feet up on the pavilion deck. Go ahead, Dylan.
Yeah, no, we thought, at first we thought we were just going to carry it down, and obviously that didn't work out when Casey and I couldn't carry it down a flight of stairs.
Move it. We couldn't pick it up.
No. It wasn't. You weren't trying to carry it down the stairs. You were trying to pick it up and throw it over the awning into the beach.
We were trying to throw it down the roof. That's right. Into the water because
than what we probably actually did. So I'm glad that didn't pan out
because we couldn't even pick it up off the ground.
No, but I do remember us getting it on its side and trying to roll it.
It
down
rolled.
The
It
stairs.
was a circle.
It rolled maybe a
Hold on.
I got it.
Hold on. Pause. Sorry, the camera stopped.
Oh, you good?
All right, and we're back. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, Dill, I got this one. So we knocked it on its side, and I pushed it. Well, we both pushed it over, and we pushed it to the stairs, to the top of the stairs, and we both decided that it'd be better if everyone went down first, except for me and you that were pushing it, just in case.
Let me interject. Ryan and I said, this is fucking stupid.
Yeah, pretty much.
We don't want to be a part of it, so we went and stood by the car.
And
which was parked right outside the stairs.
We laid it right at the top of the step, and we just pushed it, we just rolled it just enough, and it went down, and it hit the first step, and then it hit the second step, and it bounced off the second step, got a little bit of air, and then went through the entire staircase all the way to the base. Took out the entire staircase.
On the ground floor.
And y'all then had to jump down.
Yeah, because we took out the staircase, so we're now 15 feet up, trying to figure out a way to not injure ourselves getting down the middle. And did we climb over the edge and jump off the roof?
I don't remember that. I just remember y'all jumping down.
Yeah, I'm
pretty sure we did climb over.
We climbed over the edge and slid down the awning and jumped to the ground then. And then you guys were already in the vehicle, and the vehicle was on and rolling because you guys were mad at us. So we both had to jump.
I wasn't mad. I just thought
we had to jump into the window, and then.
No, it worked out real like getaway driver style.
Oh yeah, like they were pulling out, and we were both full sprint. Both had an open window, dove in head first, and pulled out.
My favorite part of that though is
that we went back at like 7:30 a.m.
Well, we had got up to go to like get breakfast or something.
Yeah.
And I forget who was driving, but we drove back there.
We just
and Dylan was like, I feel like this is a bad idea. I think you're not supposed to return to the scene of the crime.
Yeah, I think we were in the same car too. I don't even think
we were.
It wasn't a different vehicle or anything.
But Dylan, what did we find when we got there only 3 hours later?
The entirety of the pavilion taped off in yellow caution tape.
Yeah, and multiple cop cars there, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it wasn't a great situation.
It's definitely a bachelor party to remember.
I don't know if you guys remember. It was Uncle Chris, right? That was the skinny one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember when we convinced him that night to smoke cigarettes through his nostrils?
And he coughed.
He did double. He did cigarette up each nostril.
Both nostrils at the same time with 2 cigarettes. That's correct.
Yeah, he's dead now.
Oh Lord.
Dylan, you know what I referenced the other day?
What's that?
The time you rubbed your bare belly on my face in the middle of class.
Was that in Carmen's class, Miss Williams?
It had to be.
That was in Carmen's class.
That sounds about right. Do you remember
their first naming you, Miss Williams? You hear that?
Oh, the day after graduation, she came to my Publix.
I
said, "Hi, Carmen."
I remember.
She said, "I guess that's okay."
That's funny.
Do you remember when the three of us went to Molly's, and then you and I recorded like a 20-minute message for her?
Did you guys really?
25 minutes.
Oh my goodness.
Of intoxicated, fueled, just rambling.
Did she reply?
Yeah.
How did that go?
She said, "Can we please not do this?"
Jeez, that's funny.
She thought it was great.
I bet her husband didn't think it was great.
She thought she's like, that could cost me my job. So
yeah,
because we were cursing and stuff in it, which I don't think she cares, but the school might.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably so.
Now Glenn is retiring.
Yeah, he is.
Oh man, hopefully it works out better for Grace Christian.
Goodness.
We got to get you on like in full capacity.
For sure. I need to get down there because I doubt you guys are coming up here.
Well, I'll be in Tennessee in a month and a half, but
I'm 30 minutes from Chattanooga.
I'll be in Gatlinburg a lot.
Okay, so you'll be about 3 hours.
It's a little bit of a trip.
Well, so you had mentioned you're with your mom. Was she just visiting, or did she move?
No, she actually moved up here first. She's got 96 acres across the road from me.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, that's a lot bigger than your Kitten Trail property.
Yeah, that was only 7. So, 12 times as much.
Yeah. Jeez.
Which felt, as a kid, that kind of felt big. Like,
oh, yeah. You had the biggest.
You had property, too, but I just had a little small house.
Yeah, I had 4 or 5 acres.
Now, Dylan used to have these parties, and I want to save some of these.
Trampoline parties.
Dylan used to have some trampoline parties, and I remember it was I think it was a Halloween party that we had went to, and my parents knew Dylan, but they had never met Dylan's mom or mom's boyfriend. Trevor?
Yeah, no, they'll never be married, but he's my stepdad. I consider him.
Yeah, well, still, anytime I see Tatum's truck, it's like, is that
me
Trevor?
Too. Every time I see him, I'm like, that's Trevor used to work there.
But my parents wanted to meet your mom and stepdad before they dropped me off. And your parents were cool with it, and they're like, yeah, they're like, don't worry, there's not going to be any drugs or anything. If there is, we'll confiscate it and smoke it ourselves.
I don't think your parents found that one funny, did they?
My dad did.
Yeah, your dad did. Your mom was like, what?
I don't know, man. There's a lot of good stories to tell.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, good stuff.
And we'll leave him off on this for whenever Dylan does come. Whenever Dylan does come on the podcast, you're not a part of this, but we got to talk about Omegle with Gavin. Omegle.
I was on there hearing that. Voodoo. Was it Voodoo? No, what was it called? Uvu. Remember that shit? Good Lord.
Dylan and I used, like, all of us, Joey, Alyssa Grubbs, Sabrina, we all used to be on Uvu.
Speaking of that, I have pictures of Alyssa Grubbs, she used eyeliner to paint like a Fu Manchu on herself.
Oh, I remember. I saw that picture. I remember that picture. I've seen that.
Yeah.
You have all the good pictures.
I guess.
And I need you to delete that rapping video of me you have.
That's
Which
a classic.
One, when I had you rap over the freestyle over the Skrillex beat?
Yes.
That's classic.
I have no
That's a
business
funny one.
at 15 years old rapping over a Skrillex beat.
Hey, man, for never hearing that beat before and just pulling that out of your ass, that was pretty good. And I'll tell you what, the next time I am on the show, we're playing it.
Hey,
I guess the video doesn't do anything because I didn't want you to know I just had the phone upside down.
And we got to find Blue and White.
Oh, good Lord.
Dude, I know. When you sent me, I don't know if it was you who sent me that, but I cannot get it to play. It's like a corrupted file.
Yeah, I don't think it exists anymore.
It should be a corrupted file.
Got uploaded anywhere?
I don't remember.
For reference, we our school colors were blue and white, and they remixed the song Black and Yellow for us. And we also went to a private Christian school, and they remixed it to the private Christian school Blue and Yellow version of Black and Yellow.
Blue and White.
Blue and White. Black. Did I say blue and yellow?
Yeah.
Blue and white.
Yo, man, you guys got to both remember Kev McNasty's just the
Kev
killer
McNasty.
verse that he put out. Definitely not monotone at all.
That was
He wanted to change his name to Kev McKillenham.
Kev McKillenham. That's funny.
Yeah, instead he's Kev McKillen his marriage.
Oh shit!
Oh no!
No! Live and in person.
All right, that has been another episode of Unhinged.
Yes, welcome.
That threw us all.
We'll see you on week 12.
What'd you say?
I said thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Well, we gotta set it right where you're not gonna have last minute plans that just come up.
Yeah, Walmart.
Yeah, for sure. No, and if you guys want one time, I don't know, I can remote in. I got a webcam and everything, so you guys just point the camera at me.
Yeah, that's what
That'd be dope.
That's what I thought we were planning.
Oh, well. Next time.
All right. This is week 11. We'll see you guys next week.
All right. Next week, Dylan, say goodbye to the people.
See you later, people.
You ain't gonna see nothing. You're in Tennessee.
Am I even real?
Are you AI?
That's me, man.